Next, let's look at the popular teespring data sites. Most popular one is the Teespring site itself. So if we go on over to the Discover here, let me just bring it up, and we'll bring up these other ones as well. The first one here is teespring/discover. So the Teespring website has their own sort of show board of the top selling shirts. They have, I think they show, I don't know, about 36 of them, or maybe even more now. Let's see here. No, it looks like the same amount. 36, the top 36 campaigns that are active right now on their whole entire network. So this gives you an idea of what's already working. And it's a good idea to, you know, model off what's working already, but it's also important to come up with new ideas, because what happens, and what I've seen happen here, is that everyone will come here and start looking at the Discover board and looking at TView and Teescover, and everyone will start just building the same shirts around like the same 4 or 5 designs, and it just gets quickly saturated with this one sort of central design, and everyone gets really discouraged because they're like, oh man, I'm not making any sales because someone else has already sort of cleaned up on that design. You know, the idea is you can take a design and you can redo it, but you have to realize that if this shirt sold like 1,000 times already to that audience, they're not going to really choose the same shirt saying, for example, like, trust me, I'm an engineer. You can create that several different ways, but if I already got one, I'm not really going to go buy another one if it says the same thing. The idea is we know that engineers are buying this shirt, so sell them another engineering shirt that's different, that doesn't say trust me, I'm an engineer, it just says something else. And that's where all of the different sites I showed you in the previous video come in handy. You want to be looking through all those different sites, coming up with different ideas that you can sort of apply to these top selling shirts. But this is a really good place to go look at what's working right now, and also see what's trending. For example, this right here, the Ultimate Fighter, the Ultimate Warrior, the Ultimate Warrior recently passed away, and so people have been doing shirts related about that. I'm not a big fan about doing shirts about people that die. It just seems immoral to me, but you know, if you're after money, that's, you know, it works, right? So that's a good place to look. And what I like doing here is I like to do further research on these shirts. So what I'd like to do is I'll take a look at, like, say for example, this one right here. So let's click on it. It'll take us to the actual shirt, and you can see the campaign page. You can see how many days you have left, how much you're selling. But one cool thing is you can do is you can actually take this link up here, right click and copy, head on over to Google, and just type that right into Google, the whole link. And you can see where that link is located on the internet. And you can see it's been advertised through a Twitter feed here, but usually I'm looking for if it's on Facebook. Sometimes you can take off that front part there. Whoops. Let's see if it shows up anywhere else. And sometimes you can actually take off the whole Teespring part and just the last part. Doesn't look like it's being advertised anywhere. So judging by that shirt, it's most likely being advertised on a fan page somewhere probably. It's not picked up in Google yet. But that's always a good idea. Go to Google and see where the shirt's being advertised. So you kind of follow where it's coming from. And I do the same thing with TView. TView is another site very popular for research. This site, basically how this works is you come in here and this shirt will go out to the internet and collect the latest t-shirts being advertised in Google and also in Twitter, and it updates the data every, I don't know, few hours a day or something like that. I'm not sure how often it's updated, but you can come here and right away it's sorted by the latest added. What I like doing is I like coming in here and seeing the latest t-shirts that have been added, but I want to see the latest t-shirts that were added that are getting sales. You see, what a lot of people do is they come straight here and they just go, I just want to see what's active. So they click that, and I want to see this best selling by numbers, all the active ones. Now that's one way of doing it, but basically what you're doing is just showing that it's the same as the Discover board, basically. but you get more shirts you can look at here. You can go through them. So that's one way to do it. But like I said, what I like doing is just go to latest, and I see only active and the latest added. And what I'll do is I'll quickly go through here, just keep nexting through, then go to the next page until I spot one that's getting sales. So this one's getting sales right here. So this is one that broke out real quick, most likely. 258 sales. Looks like they're advertising on Facebook. I've seen this design. In fact, I will be showing how to design a variation of this t-shirt in this course. I haven't tested it, but it's been sold. I've seen this twice now. Here's probably the other one. Oh, a white one. That one's doing well too. So this is still a really good niche to get in here. This girl loves her fishing with her husband. I was suggesting this girl loves fishing with her kids, with her daughter, with her son, with her father, with her mother. Like, there's different things you can do here. Maybe these people have already tested it and this is the only one that's working. I'm not sure, but it just opens up different ideas that you can test out. And so that's what I like doing. I like just going through the first shirts that show up and just take a look at the ones that are actually selling. Let's see if we can spot any more here. There's another one right here. Father's Day. It's coming up, so a lot of Father's Day stuff is happening, so that could be something to get into. And of course, the other site I wanted to show you is Teescover, which is by Don Wilson. This is an excellent one. I love it because he shows, basically it's the Discover board on Teespring, but he has way more campaigns on here. It goes all the way down. Like there's like 100 here maybe. But I love this page. You can just come here and quickly look at what's working. And what I like about this is he's provided some social information buttons. So you can click on the button there and you can see where this person is actually advertising. So if you just click here, it looks like there's Ultimate Warrior fan page here. And that's where it's being advertised, right here on the fan page. But you can also do what I said. If you go to more info here, go to the actual page, and let's go on over to Google. It'll probably come up with Facebook right there, the first one. Oh, here's a video for the shirt. That's pretty cool. It's got 2,500 views. Wow. So you can quickly see where this person's actually advertising the shirt. That's pretty cool. That's why I like Don Wilson's Teescover. It's a great little feature. So those are the three main, I like to call them Teespring data websites. I don't know any other way to call them that, but you can search through here just like you can with TView as well. So if you're searching specific niches, you'd want to come in here and type nurse. What I like doing is when I come up with a new idea, I like to come here to see if that idea has already been taken and someone's already pounded out that exact shirt niche. So like, say for example, Supermom. Maybe not Supermom, but sorry, Superpower. There's a whole bunch of those. Like, I'm a nurse. What's your superpower? And there's just not much in this network here. How about in Teescover? Let's take a look. There's search there. Superpower. Looks like there's a lot more than here. Stroke survivor. What's your superpower? I do yoga. What's your superpower? A photographer. That one looks like it's tipped over. I've seen this one a couple times. A physical therapist. What's your superpower? So I really like their search feature in here too. It gives you an idea to once you have an idea, you come here to see if anyone's taken it, then you can really pinpoint and what I like to do is try not to copy what someone else is doing, obviously, but use it to sort of build new ideas. Like you say, if you have an idea, you're like, oh man, I want to do this. I'm a mom. What's your superpower, sort of thing, right? But you go and look and like, oh, a lot of people have already done that. It looks like they've already advertised on Facebook and might not be much left there. But what if I just come up with a different idea about moms and being a super mom? You know, for example, one shirt I've been wanting to try to test out, which I'm probably going to be designing in this course, is I make babies. What's your superpower? Or I make people. What's your superpower? Right? For women that are pregnant. So it's just a sort of a spin-off of that idea, but it's sort of humor involved with it as well. So it's just another idea. So basically, don't get discouraged when you find that, oh, my shirt idea has been done a million times. Don't get discouraged. Use it as a positive. You know, you already know that people are buying that shirt because it's super popular. So that's a good thing to know. So if you just design something that's alternative, a little bit different, you'll probably have a successful campaign. So those are the 3 sites that I majorly use for when I'm looking at what's already working.